All right, hello. Continuing with Graham Norton clips. Does Rowan Atkinson want Mr. Bean to come back? I imagine I already know the answer to this. I imagine the answer is no, otherwise it already would have. Also, I imagine the answer will be no, thank you, I've done it for so many years. I want to put it behind me. I don't know what he's going to say, but that's just what I imagine. Anyway, let's find out.
What about Mr. Bean now? Have you drawn a line under him? No more Mr. Bean?
I doubt that he will reappear, but you never know. You must never.
The people have spoken.
Yeah, quite. But you know, you must never say never again. A film, as Jeff mentioned, that I was in. So you must never say never. But there does come a point when you feel as though you've done most of what you want to do with him. So.
And because it's not based on language, because it's so physical, Mr. Bean, presumably it's popular everywhere.
Yeah, it is. It has what we might call a global outreach.
So, our holidays of misery, can you go anywhere?
Well, yeah, I can't go to many places where you're not recognised. And it's the thing I find most tricky is when people don't recognise you particularly, but half recognise you. You know, it's that strange thing of where they go. And of course, that means they stare. They stare a lot. And they just look. You're sort of feeling, I wish that person wouldn't stare at me. So, I'd rather just, hold up a flag saying, yes. Yes, it's me. A few years ago...
Oh, my God! I think it was in the Bean movie, the one where... with Whistler's mother, because I know he has several movies, and I think the only one I've seen is Whistler's mother. I think it was that where they had to ID him, and they pulled an ID on him, or the passport or something, and they couldn't, recognize him, and they were just and he had to make the most ridiculous freaking face ever, just, contort everything, eyebrows up here, just cross-eyed, all a freaking mess for them to recognize him, and... I was just thinking, instead of a flag saying yes, you just pull that face and people will know. Oh, man. I could let that... I'm laughing because I just kind of, imagined it in my head, him just going about his day or whatever, and people just, staring at him and him going just in the movie, or whatever. I don't even know, but... and people, oh, yeah! Anyway.
I was in a... That's me. A few years ago, I was in a Land Rover parts department near Peterborough, the kind of place you find me on most Saturdays. And we're waiting for car parts. And car parts, guys hang around a lot because, to get a part, the guy has to go half a mile to the back of the warehouse and then come back again, and he brings it back. And he says, this is a left-hand one. Oh, you wanted a right-hand one. Sorry, I'll go. And back he goes, and it takes forever. Anyway, I was standing around with a group of guys, and I could see this guy doing that. And he came up to me after a while, and he said, excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean? And I said, well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean. And he said, I bet you wish you were. And there followed this bizarre conversation in which the more I tried to claim that I was the person whom he thought I merely resembled, the less he believed me. So but what was funny was how close he thought I was to he said the resemblance is uncanny. Have you ever thought of doing any, look-alike work, like, stag nights and hen nights? You can go along as Mr. Bean. And I said, no, and he said, because you can make an absolute fortune.
What a
I
dense
could tell
guy.
after a while I had to bring the conversation to a close because clearly not only was he not believing me, but he was getting quite annoyed that I was pursuing this line of I am Rowan Atkinson and clearly he thought I was this total arse. Just because I happen to look a bit like Mr. Bean, goes around the country actually claiming to be Mr. Bean. What a twat.
Aw, his little face, like he was proud of himself that people liked the story. That was cute. What a freaking shame. I know this guy has done so many more things, but it's a shame to me. It's great for him that Mr. Bean became universal because he doesn't speak much. I've heard some words and stuff, but he doesn't speak much. It's kind of a shame to me because he has such a beautiful way of speaking. I really like the way he speaks. Like I would listen to this man read stories or something because he's very, there's a word I can't think of, which it's the exact opposite of what I am and I'm proving right now. The word isn't eloquent, but when people pronounce things properly, I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I do not do that. And I am not eloquent in the freaking slightest. But he has that, and he has a very nice tone of speaking and stuff, and I just really like it. And I get that he's been in Blackadder and this and that, and I imagine he speaks in most things. And it just, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't exploited the power his voice could have as much as he could have, because it's just wonderful to listen to. Anyway, wow, man, people can be thick. Jeez. But this guy is fabulous. Anyway, I like this guy. He's fun. That was fun. I was wrong at the beginning. Kinda. Kinda. Anyway, whatever you have to do, guys, you know the drill. Have a brilliant one. Have a nice nap, a nice next YouTube video, a nice dinner, a nice walk, a nice whatever. Just hope it's a good one. Hope it's a good day. Hope it's a good week, and I hope it's a good life for all of y'all. Anyway, I am off. Toodles.